matchup of tonight here in the South Rink. It is Kings Park Comac against, of course, Smithtown Hauppauge, the Bulls, that is. And as we have about 10 seconds left till about national anthem, we got a good combination of first years and sophomores. So some experience mixed in with some first ever high school players, and it'll be an exciting one to see. Last game, there was a total of 16 goals scored. Not sure we'll see the same amount of production in this game, but of course you never know what to expect with these games. Of course, these younger players looking to score as much as they can, looking to find their footing as they try to get off to a very good start to their high school careers on both sides, as every game is played here in the rinks here at Hauppauge, all Suffolk County games. Of course, Suffolk County about, I would say, twice, 3 times the size of Nassau County, just, I would say, width alone. So, of course, a lot of teams coming from a lot of different towns, far and close. I would say Hauppauge is a little bit closer to the Nassau County border, just strictly speaking, you know, east to west, as you will. But as both of these teams get lined up here, they're looking at the starting lineups here. Of course, it's going to be 15-minute periods. Smithtown Hauppauge, of course, right here at the Hauppauge rinks, and Kings Park Comac not too far away themselves, as they are slightly west of the rinks here, located slightly north of Long Island. I'd say about the drive from Brooklyn to Montauk without any traffic, I would say, is about 3 hours. So again, a very, very diverse island, a lot of diversity in these schools, as we are about to get ready for the opening face-off, as we are underway here at the rinks in Hauppauge. As immediately this puck is thrusted down all the way down the ice. Chance now for Matthew Pascal. Is back the other way they go. This Smithtown Hauppauge on the attack. There's a chance towards the net, did not make it all the way through. Looks like Kings Park Comac trying to go for the counter offensive right away. Pascal already off to a good start here. Kevin Abrams on the ice as well, quick shot. Big kick save there. As Jack's got another one of the Kings Park starters, although counter offensive here from the Bulls. Puck remains in center. Smithtown looking to advance it, although it's cut short. And there'll be a chance on the attack here for Kings Park. Kicked out again, good save. Although they're not done yet, Kings Park is looking very good at the start of this game to be the opening tally. A couple of pucks that bounce out. Looks like it's Jack Scott with it. Advances it forward and setting foot in now for Kings Park. Puck reels all the way around as one of their players went down. That was as now the Bulls are still pressuring here. They have some momentum going their way now, as that shot was stopped and the rebound is just pushed wide. Good save there. It's kicked out and it's recaptured at the point. Looks to take aim, although it doesn't make its way all the way through to the net. Another shot missed. That point man is Lucas Sherman. Keeps advancing those pucks towards the net, and then of course the puck keeps getting thrusted out of the corner towards the front by Joseph Bono. And now taking possession briefly was Kings Park, although they're not able to fully advance it. They're still back in their own end, so there is Coco for Kings Park. Kings Park Comac, that is. Looks for a centering pass, although a good block and then finishing the hit there Good defensive play by Smithtown Hauppauge. That was Martirano for Smithtown. Dominic Martirano. Another hit delivered there. Good defensive play there. That was Lucas Sherman again. We've seen a lot of him for Smithtown Hauppauge starting off in this game. Put quite a few pucks on net. And then gets into his own end and starts putting in quite some good work in his own end. Justin Morrissey had it. Well, the puck ends up back in center, where it's recaptured, although not advanced far, but it is recovered. Although just looks like it was offside by Kings Park Comac. Good attack by both teams here to start off the game. As it, at the beginning of the game, it looks like Kings Park Comac had the advantage in puck possession, although there was a good push there just before the whistle by the Bulls of Smithtown and Hauppauge. As that puck is captured, although quickly released and reclaimed there by Jack Moylan. Moylan, good hustle, although can't quite get to it. It's Kings Park Comac, the chance with it. It's Abrams, quick shot, and a good block there for Smithtown. They needed that one. No score on the board yet, about 10:47 to go. As both sides looking for just a little bit of puck possession here. That was until Kings Park Comac repossesses. That was Connor Coco with it. Pascal lost it. Now it's recaptured there. That was Kevin Abrams. Abrams has seen quite a few minutes of ice time to open up the game. Connor Coco standing his ground at the line. And although Moylan was able to beat him to it, for Smithtown, Coco in good position. As no team possesses the puck so much at the moment. Smithtown Hauppauge will be taking on Patchogue Medford for junior varsity again on Monday the 25th. That'll be here again at the rinks, as that puck is iced by Kings Park Comac. We see starting goalie for Smithtown Hauppauge, that is Michael Kraffa, number 35. Although it looks like Smithtown Hauppauge just won that face-off. That was a very good hustle there by the opposition in order to negate that face-off win. A good freshman hustle there, as Smithtown Hauppauge able to keep it out of their own zone just a little while longer. Again, they have some good sustained pressure after Comac sustained pressure themselves, and looks like that puck was thrusted offside by the Bulls of Smithtown. So we get ready for another face-off here. We're closing in on 9 minutes on the first period. No score to show for yet. As I mentioned, last game that just took place in here for junior varsity, 16 combined goals scored. Although the majority scored in that third period, as that quick point-blank chance was stopped off the stick of Ryan Sapagay. As that puck advanced towards the front, looks like they didn't even know. The Bulls are able to recapture possession. Another chance at that backhand was stopped. Defensively, again, Ryan Zapagay again with another chance. A couple of good looks for the youngster. Ryan Zapagay had 2 good shots there in that shift. He may get more, and he could be the first one on the board for Smithtown. Smithtown continues to apply the pressure. That quick shot sailed over the net. from the point. That was Joseph Bono who took it. Bono occupying the left point. Good hustle there, although overskated by Comac. Recaptured, trying to deliver it back into the zone, although, again, can't get it past the smart positioned defense that is of the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. Hustling after it there was Joseph Bono. Good hustle there. As we get another line change. Still no score to show for. Just under 8 minutes to go now. Pascal for Comac taking the face-off. That was won by Matthew Warner of Smithtown. So it looks like Smithtown doing a lot of the right things here. They maintain possession as they have throughout most of the game. They have Comac, Kings Park chasing a lot to start the game, and that face-off win by Warner just continues that on. As Moylan possesses, delivers in front, and that shot just whistled wide. Good chance, but they have another one. It deflected off a stick in front by the defense of Kings Park Comac. Located right around the Sunken Meadow area, so again, not too far from here. Let's say about a 10-ish minute drive without traffic. And a good play there in front, and that's the opening goal by Smithtown Hauppauge. It was Jack Moylan who was left all alone in front, completely unwatched, as we see the replay here again. A giveaway there. And it looked like a lot of the Kings Park players were leaving the ice, maybe tired, getting off in the line change, and Moylan, look at that, just a couple of dekes, finishes on his backhand, and straight past for a 1-0 lead. It was bound to happen as Smithtown had applied pretty much all the pressure to start the game. Again, there was one good opening shift by Kings Park. That didn't last too long. A couple of players go flying into the boards. No harm, no foul. Looks like the players are going to get up just fine. As that puck slung towards the front, doesn't make it all the way through. Smithtown can advance. They'll have to recover in their own end as they think for another chance to advance up. That was a big hit delivered. Now this game is getting a little more physical here. A lot of big hits delivered after that first goal. We didn't see much or any of this physicality before this first goal was scored, and now it looks like this goal has woken up both teams. Although Smithtown has had the advantage early on. It's sailed out, doesn't get too far. And it's tapped out just a little bit further, slightly leaning on the Smithtown side of things. Good fighting there by Brody Jaquillard, although wasn't able to keep it into the Kings Park zone. Jaquillard again has it knocked off his skate. Kings Park's gonna have to resend. They're gonna have to think of something. Bozeman in pursuit, and a great defensive play there by Justin Morrissey. Carrying on the Morrissey last name of Josh Morrissey, of course, of one of the star defensemen of the Winnipeg Jets. Not sure there's any relation. Kind of doubt there is, but could be a relation in both playing in the NHL one day. You never know. Of course, these players are still very young, and you never know what can come out of it. Of course, we see some successful players off of Long Island. Suffolk County, a big county for ice hockey. And it all starts in games like this. It's a good hustle there by the defense of Kings Park. That was number 17, Ryan Hogeman. There's a chance in front, a shot, and it's scooped and held by Jackson Murray of Kings Park. Very good chance there, and a very good hustle by Smithtown, one of the first years. So that puck is angled back to the point. Left point to right, although they couldn't return it, and this could be the break that Kings Park was looking for, a chance. Oh, but he doesn't get all of it off the stick. It looks like he whiffed a little bit. Some good back pressure applied by Smithtown. It'll start them back up the other way. Right wing chance. And again, a lot of bodies continue to collide as we're under 4.5 minutes to go. Another collision there at center ice. And the players are getting up. No harm, no foul, of course. That puck bounced up off the boards. Though the Smithtown players have to get onside before they can even consider applying more pressure, as they have been throughout all of the first period. Almost a break chance for Joseph Bono, who's had a lot of good looks himself, as there's a chance and a score. What a shot. Capitalized there. So Kings Park, although not mounting too much pressure, they're able to capitalize on that chance. A swipe and a snipe, if you will, by Connor Coco, who had a few good looks earlier and a few good plays earlier in this game as well. So that was a good shot roofed. Just swiped it and sniped it right over the glove. And it's a 1-1 tie. Pascal with it. Down at the right corner, was looking for an angle towards the right point, although it was interrupted. Good play by Bono of Smithtown. Again, he's getting a lot of minutes, and you can see why. He's making a lot of good plays, intercepting passes, and keeping the blue line in his own attack zone. So Bono, good play. Just stayed in his place. Just steaming down that left wing, right-hand shot. Did not move and was able to force the puck on goal, and was able to force a face-off for his attacking team. Logan Scanlon, not successful in the face-off, although his team gets possession nonetheless. It's Pascal again with it. Outnumbered chance, but offside. Close, but not quite for Kings Park. They could have had a chance to take the lead. Playing very opportunistic hockey right now. Not all the shots and chances of the world, but you never want to count anyone out. You never know. Never know how it can turn out, It always almost doesn't count, as I've been told many times watching and playing hockey. Almost doesn't count. The only thing that counts is that scoreboard and what you put in, and so far each team is very much equal in that department. Chance now for Smithtown. Puck is over pushed. A big hit delivered there. Chance and a shot. Doesn't make it all the way through. Good chance there for Smithtown, as that puck looked like it was iced. Logan Scanlon with that shot back in the attacking zone. Very close chance, as we have just a little over 2.5 minutes here in the first. And a 1-1 tie. It's Matthew Warner again taking the face-off. Doesn't win the face-off, but it is captured at the blue line just momentarily before it is cleared onto a Smithtown stick. It's proceeded up the ice, but not too far, as Bozeman for Kings Park. We've seen a lot of him on the ice for Kings Park. Able to counter most of the offensive that Smithtown has brought, the local Smithtowns, as Jack Moylan was able to thrust that puck on goal. Moylan, the only goal for Smithtown. Again, he was left open, wide open in front. He was able to put away a beautiful backhand goal. He was able to completely pull Jackson Murray out of the net for Kings Park. Drop pass, a big collision there. And it's Moylan again. Advances, sails the puck looking to be behind the net, wasn't able to fully pursue it. Gets through his stick, continues to roll around, advanced up and off a stick. And now Smithtown has to chase it back. It's recaptured in their own end, and they're going to have to move quickly with it. Connor Coco is able to advance it in all the way around, and it is pinched there. Good pinch there by Kings Park as they're able to keep in some pressure. Looks like Smithtown in all the right places right now. It's Moylan who had it through his skates. Matthew Warner with it. Giveaway there, just offside. Boy, was that close as we are inside the final minute of the first period. That looked awful close for Smithtown Hauppauge. Of course, a lot of these teams, as I say, Kings Park, Comac, Smithtown Hauppauge. Of course, there's two towns that are relatively in the same area, and all four of these towns, I guess you could say, are relatively in the same area. You might as well say Hauppauge, Comac, Smithtown, Comac. They are roughly very much in the same proximity. Luckily, not too far of a drive for these players and their families. Again, the rinks here in Hauppauge, all the Suffolk County games are played, as there's a chance there for Kings Park, chance to take the lead. Can't get it as another chance almost went in off a backhand. Doesn't quite make it in. There's Ryan Hogeman with that chance for Kings Park. As the puck sails into the Kings Park bench with a little over 15 seconds to go in the first. Again, a 1-1 tie. Both goalies standing very tall for each team. Each team has had their good chance of looks, and Michael Craffa and Jackson Murray doing good. Jackson Murray for, of course, Kings Park. Craffa for Smithtown Hauppauge. As we close in on 10 seconds to go. Kings Park looking for a chance to take the lead late in the period. Oh, they just might, they do! I was about to count out a chance for a lead to be taken, but no. I had a feeling that maybe something could have happened as they just kept going in. Yeah, they were at a bad angle, but they just kept advancing it in as the puck continued to pinball in past Michael Craffa. It looks like it was Ryan Hogeman who put that one in off a rebound. And he had a couple other guys circling him too. It looks like Smithtown Hauppauge the Bulls got a little lax at the end there. But nonetheless, they only trailed by one, and with the way they've been playing in the first period, shouldn't be too discouraged as they were able to apply so much pressure. And of course, it looks like the only piece of the puzzle that's missing in their game plan right now is finishing off that pressure. And of course, it's been the opposite story the other way. Kings Park, Comac haven't been able to apply too much pressure, but they have been able to finish. And of course, almost doesn't count. It is about what is on the scoreboard. So 30 seconds left here before we enter period two, as both teams meeting. Of course, not too much to critique other than the finishing ability for the Bulls of Smithtown Hauppauge. Of course, Kings Park Comac can't be too disappointed being up on the score sheet, but of course, something they might want to see more of is a little bit of pressure applied themselves, but both goalies, of course, making a good fair share of saves. Last two goals have been scored by Smithtown Comac, Kings Park Comac. Again, as I said, all these regions are within very close proximity: Smithtown, Hauppauge, Comac, Kings Park. So could get a little confusing. Of course, at least it's not Nassau County where everything is just completely bunched together, but nonetheless a wonderful county, and so is Suffolk. A lot of great sites in Suffolk. North Shore, South Shore, and of course you got the East Shore. Of course, Nassau County unfortunately doesn't have a West Shore, as Manhattan is right there, but Manhattan's a wonderful place to visit. And of course, so is Montauk. for a good little weekend getaway if you live on Long Island. And this puck is right away offside. So already a little push to my left, to our left, which is now the attacking zone of Smithtown Hauppauge. A chance, looked like it. That was a good play to advance the puck in by Ryan Sapagay. That is reclaimed. And briskly entering there as not a trip there. That looked awful close. It was Lucas Eaton. He was able to strut his way in, taking those quick strides. A couple of bodies collide, no one falls as they'll continue. Some physicality there displayed. Good play there by Dominic Martirano, who's able to keep possession at that puck as a result of that physicality. Big hit delivered there, as it looks like Smithtown looking to tie it 2-1. Puck gets past the point. It rolls all the way down, although good hustle there on the part of Kings Park. That was Connor Kovacs. There's a big hit there as Abrams looking to advance it. Looks like they were just trying to play the body there, as that was Gavin Carney. Couple big hits there, and we'll have the face-off just outside of the Kings Park Comac zone. Off an offside play. Matthew Warner didn't quite get it off the face-off, but was able to flip it onto a teammate's stick. That was Joseph Bono. Bono gets a piece of it, and Smithtown is just offside. They don't retouch, so there is no stoppage, as Kings Park was able to slightly advance the puck in their favor on the attack, although not for long, as it's back in their zone. They're going to look to escape their zone once again. Although, again, those relentless Smithtown Bulls able to keep it in. Matthew Warner took a big hit just before that whistle was blown. Looks like that puck was offside. Just over 12 and a half minutes to go in this second period. Smithtown opened the scoring. Then Kings Park came back with two straight of their own, one within the final 3 seconds, closing out the first period, where it seemed like, looked like we would enter this period tied 1-1. A chance in front. Moylan can't put it away. It looks like Smithtown might have a chance to tie, and Moylan has the only goal for Smithtown, number 61. Chance in front. Moylan out in front. Left-handed shot. Couldn't quite get it on, as a point shot has sailed right into the glove of Jackson Murray. Was able to see it all the way. And although a floater, again, those are not always the easiest to watch. You see it in every single league, professional or not. You see those pucks go in. When you got all those bodies in front of you, you just never know where that thing is going to end up. You got to look around, and of course, half the battle of a goalie is making sure you're in the right position when you're facing away from the net all the time, as that shot was stopped and left a big bouncing rebound, wasn't able to be handled. So not an easy rebound there for Smithtown, but nonetheless. That was Aiden Buscarino with that chance in front. As half the battle for the goalies is knowing where you are. The net's always behind you, the crease is always behind you, and of course, you don't always have to look at the net to know where it is, but every inch of positioning is crucial in this game. As Kings Park is able to apply some pressure themselves, although it seems like that was short-lived. As Aiden Buscarino is able to advance it, although not too far, proceeding into the zone, into the corner. And now it's up the boards. Morrissey is able to tap it down along the boards. It's sent out. And a good hustle there by Hogeman for Kings Park, although quickly reclaimed by Smithtown. Poked back into center ice. And again, sent all the way back in. So puck going back and forth through center into each team's territory, as both teams will go for full line changes. As again, Smithtown is looking for the tying goal, although it does not help that the face-off is in their own defensive zone. It looks like Matt Warner is going to take it again for Smithtown, as he has been for the majority of the night. Smithtown is able to get possession off of it. Matthew Pascal, that is. So face-off between the Matthews. That puck in the corner. Matthew Pascal can't quite reach. Puck knocked out of midair right onto the stick of a Smithtown player. That is Matteo Casale. Puck stuck right at the corner, or right at the point rather. No stoppage in play, no offside. Puck is banked around. As it's caught in front, Scott a chance, and good defensive play there by Jaquillard of Smithtown, able to keep that from whistling any further towards the net. Looks like that puck may have been offside. Matt Warner couldn't quite advance in with it. More line changes again for each team. Ryan Sapigay with it, taking the face-off. Up against Matthew Pascal, still on the ice after last face-off. Sapigay a clean win. It's picked up off the boards by Shepard, a drive, and went down on the shot. It was kicked out there by Jackson Murray, who's been pretty sharp, has had to deal with a lot of pressure from these Smithtown Bulls. One of the big reasons why his team is leading is Matthew Pascal has a chance down the wing, takes aim and misses. Was aiming for that top left corner over the blocker. Although it is reclaimed, although unable to do anything with it, was Kings Park. Scott is able to chase it down for Kings Park. Moves it up the boards just a little bit. Sapigay applying some pressure. It's Kovacs of Comac, Kings Park Comac, of course. Player pushed down along the ice there, and it's going to be an odd man rush. Looks like it's going to be a clean 2-on-1. He knows he's got players behind, although a good play by Shepard to separate that odd man rush. A drive from the point, just missiles wide. It looked like it took a bounce from the point, as Abrams for Kings Park is able to keep it going around. Just dodges a hit. A chance in front on the backhand by Matthew Pascal is stopped. Michael Crawford in good position there to make that save. Not too aggressive, although that would not have hurt him at all, and of course not too deep. That puck is able to sail over his glove. Nonetheless, was able to see the shot coming. Good aggressive play there. Matthew Warner. Looks like he's going to take the face-off for Smithtown. And Warner is able to win it back. Though had to hustle for it, as Smithtown is able to vacate the zone. Only for a moment there. Warner lost in the corner. Drive from the point blocked. Doesn't look like it phased Theodorelis at all. That was who blocked it. Theodorelis for Smithtown. Big hit there. As that puck is bouncing towards the front. Here's a chance to tie it. A little break for Smithtown, although they're not able to fully finish, as that was Joseph Bono. Chance now for Kings Park, transcends the line, a shot off the pad of Michael Kraffa. And Kraffa had to make a few good saves himself. Puck bouncing in, although Kings Park players, the entire bench called for offside. That puck was indeed offside. Now it's back in defensive possession of Kings Park. That is Connor Coco. He's able to reel it all the way around the ice, and of course that will be an icing with no Kings Park skaters in sight. Only Smithtown Hauppauge skaters in sight. As we got 6:43 remaining in the second period. Again, Kings Park leading 2-1, have not conceded a goal since the final 3 seconds of the first period. Face-off won by Bogeman of Kings Park. And it looked like Smithtown defender there had a tough time with that puck at the point, not able to keep it onside. As that puck is advanced forward before Smithtown is able to recoup. There's a chance down the right wing, shot, and that almost went in, although not quite. Good save by Jackson Murray off the stick of Aiden Buscarino. Right-handed shot down the right wing. Looks like he was trying to go off the glove there. A couple of bodies collide. Bogeman trying to take it all the way himself. Looks like Michael Kraffa took a hit by Bogeman in the process. Let's see if Kraffa's all right. He has his helmet off. You look at that shot from the wing again, Buscarino, and close, as Jackson Murray couldn't quite pick that up in time. Of course, those shots down the wing just makes the shot that much faster, rather just taking a standstill shot from, I don't know, the point, maybe a standstill shot from the boards. It's always a lot tougher for a defender to defend and a goalie to stop. Shot off the wing, off the rush. That swing and a miss didn't make it all the way through. Chance, good save by Michael Kraffa. So again, still playing a sharp game. Despite his team being down 1, he's made a handful of saves. Bogeman taking the face-off for Kings Park, able to win it. From the point, just couldn't keep it in, but they are. Bogeman again just being a huge pest for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls as they try to tie it. Sometimes offense is the best defense, as there's a chance alone in front just for a second for Smithtown Hauppauge. That was Logan Scanlon. Had that chance, although a really great defensive effort there. Really great hustle there by the defense of Comac Kings Park. That was Brady Ebley who had that hustle. That was just incredible. Was able to look over his shoulders, and he saw Scanlon alone in front, as they weren't going to make that mistake again, as that was the way Smithtown opened up the scoring. As they had Jack Moylan alone in front, and it looks like they learned from their mistake. And that's all that matters in the game, as Matthew Pascal takes it down the left wing, handles it, looking for a pass. Looked like he was going to go for a shot at first, but was going to go for a point pass. Although there was nobody home as Connor Coco remained at center ice. We got a little over 4.5 to go in the second period. Still 2-1 Kings Park. But both teams have had their really good share of looks, and Smithtown Hauppauge continues to put on some pretty good pressure of their own, but it has been definitely more evened out by Kings Park. Looked like their 2 goals was what they really needed to get that jump in puck possession. Able to keep it in momentarily. As Matthew Pascal almost banked it in off his own player. Didn't get too close. Well, thankfully for Smithtown, it didn't actually go in, as Ebley with it has a chance. Looked like he might have been hooked on the way to the net. He was. The ref is going to call it. Definitely not a penalty shot. Nope, that is just going to be a straight hook. Because that was a close chance there. It was Connor Coco who took the hook. So, you know, sometimes it might be better off to take the penalty than let the breakaway go. As we are going to get some power play time here for Smithtown Hauppauge. 5 for them and 4 for Kings Park. Ryan Sapigay, and off the face-off, that shot was immediately sheltered by Jackson Murray of Kings Park. Able to get the whistle. 2 seconds off the power play. Scanlon and Rapigay. A little tough to determine who won that, but nonetheless, it's in Smithtown possession off a stick. And it's again sheltered by Jackson Murray. Off the stick of Lucas Eaton, who we haven't seen too much, but he may have a chance to make himself known on this power play as he is closest to the net. Look to hustle, and that puck is cleared out. Of course, no icing, as there's still 1:40 left in power play time for Smithtown. Near giveaway, although it was captured at center ice. No connecting passes there for Smithtown. As Rapigay is able to proceed in the zone. Has a chance. He might go for a sharp angle shot. He did, but that was off the shoulder of Jackson Murray. And Carney recaptures at the point, advances in a little more before he slings it just off Ebley of the Kings Park defense. As that puck is all the way beyond the goal line. Good play by Matthew Pascal, able to apply some pressure. Though wasn't able to quite keep the possession, of course. His whole team outnumbered. He is outnumbered. Have about 45 seconds remaining on the power play for Smithtown. So far, a couple of shots, although rather sloppy, as Sapigay has been on the entire shift. He has it in the corner. Good puck protection there. Able to reel it around. Sapigay has a chance, and he puts it home on the power play. Power play tally for Ryan Sapigay. He was really bound for one there. He has been a pest for Kings Park, if you will, as we see here on the replay. Nobody picked him up. And a great pass from behind the net to even get it out in front. Looked like that might have been Jack Moylan who got that pass in front. Maybe even been Joseph Bono. But whatever the case, Smithtown ties it 2-2, so they really needed that on that power play. The beginning looked a little sloppy, but of course, it only takes one play, as I mentioned before. Almost doesn't count. It's always about what does go in. Bono is able to stretch himself out to keep himself onside. A big hit delivered as Matthew Warner was able to stay on his skates despite the hit. That shot just missed wide. Quick chance towards the front. Is that missed wide? The point, Morrissey takes it off a pad. He's able to just keep it onside. Reeled around, that is Matthew Marner. Although it's picked up behind, Marner has it, couldn't get it off the skate. Off the board is advanced back to the right point, looking for options. It is Marner who is still in his place at the bottom right corner, although can't quite take possession, as it'll be Connor Coco with it, who took the penalty, looking to redeem himself. He does! Right on cue, Connor Coco absolutely blistering down that right wing, that right-handed shot. As I was saying right here, picked up off the boards. He could have gone for the pass as he was being pinched down on, but he just said, nope, I'm going to take that really quick release snapshot off of Michael Kraffa. And again, that finishing ability by Kings Park is the reason they are leading 3-2, and of course some stellar goaltending of their own by Jackson Murray. Connor Coco, what a great release. As Kraffa did get a piece of it, but it was able to just get by him. Quick release there as we hit the final minute of the second period. Kings Park, worst case scenario, trying to at least advance into the third period with the same lead they did heading into the second, a 1-goal lead. Best case scenario, they can get some late period magic again. Get some final second magic again, as they could get a chance here now, as they are going to be facing off in the Smithtown zone. And if they could do that, they could take their first 2-goal lead of the game. There has been no 2-goal lead at all so far in this game, as Hogeman able to take the faceoff, wins it back. Clean shot, although good defensive play by Moylan. Again, one of the 2 goal scorers for Smithtown in this one. Puck captured behind centers. Oh, glorious glove save by Michael Kraffa. It's still loose, and he shelters. Kings Park, they can't believe it at all. Michael Kraffa, again, made a glorious glove save, as we see here again on the replay. That looks like an open net. It looks like they were going to have some late period action again within the final seconds. We have 20 seconds to go. It looks like that was an open net. Kraffa able to get every single shot as he ramps that one up and away. That could be the push that his team needed to maybe finish on some more chances as we enter the final 10 in the second period. As Smithtown is able to advance it just over the zone. One final potential chance, although Joseph Bono unable to get too far with it, but nonetheless, Smithtown can thank their lucky stars. They're only down by 1. As I said, that was worst case scenario that they would be, worst case scenario for Kings Park would be that they would be up by 1. But as I mentioned, they could have gone up, and they had a knack for the net in the finishing seconds of the first period. And then of course they repeat here in the second period, and Smithtown very fortunate to be just down by 1, but we will take a quick break. When we come back, we will have the third period here in the rinks. All right, so we are back here at the rinks in Hauppauge for what has been a very electric game here between a lot of teams. 2 teams, that is, within very close vicinity of each other, is Kings Park Comac against Smithtown Hauppauge. Again, all 4 of these regions very close with each other. Smithtown was able to open the scoring as a chance for Abrams in front of backhand. Big save by Kraffa again. Kraffa had a huge save in the closing seconds of the second period, within the final 20 seconds of the second period, to keep his Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls in a 1-goal deficit. That is best case scenario for them right now, as they could be down 4-2. But nonetheless, they're going to try to work with only being down 1. They have a whole period to fix it. There's a couple of diving bodies in front. Good defensive play there by the Kings Park defense. There's that chance in front. Couldn't quite be handled by Matteo Casale. Scanlon trying to fish it out, can't quite. We go to the big defender, Dominic Martirano, who's been very physical in this game, very instrumental, and he puts another hit on as I say that, as Kovacs fishes a pass across. Here's a chance, Abrams, a chance for a 4-2 lead, and a good save. Michael Crawford does not blink, because if you blink, you could miss that one. Crawford is able to be in the right place at the right time. Didn't look like Abrams had too much room to finish on. So we take a look here again, right-handed shot. Just opted to go through his backhand through the 5-hole, as maybe he anticipated that Scraffa, Michael Crawford was able to, was anticipating a shot, but was going to look for a little fake to put it away. But again, another big save by Michael Crawford to keep his team in it. It's been a slowly evolving game in favor of Kings Park. As I mentioned in the first period, it was a lot of puck possession for Smithtown. Puck possession was rather more even last period, and to open up this period, it's been a lot of control by Kings Park. There's puck possessed there. Drop pass, here's a chance. As Rapagay couldn't quite finish, although that was close. That puck slid just through the crease. That puck is loose in the crease, though. Looks like Smithtown has a chance to tie. Rapagay a chance, he just floats it over. Right-handed shot, was looking for that right corner over the glove. He had all the room, all the netting. But the puck just floated overhead. Probably took a deflection off some sticks of the Kings Park defenders. Puck captured at the blue line, although unable to be kept onside. So on the wrong side of the blue line, that is, but nonetheless, Smithtown will take the face-off closer to their attack zone. Face-off won by Kings Park. That was Hogeman, although Smithtown is able to advance in with it. Puck captured, and it looks like Comac is going to get a chance. Here is a chance. Hogeman, who won the faceoff, has a chance to extend the lead, and it's kicked out by Michael Crawford again. Crawford coming up with some heroic saves here. His team's still only down by 1. A chance the other way, they score! Oh boy, did he want that one from his team. Boy, did they need that one to tie the game. Crawford has been making all the heroic saves, and a finish back the other way. Looks like that was through the 5-hole of Jackson Murray. It was Logan Scanlon who put that one away. Crawford really needed that one. He really wanted that one. He thought, you know, making all these big saves, let's get some offense going here. Let's show these guys that these big saves are going to factor in a potential win for us in our own rink. Even though, as I mentioned, every high school game played in this rink, it is in Hauppauge, and Smithtown Hauppauge just tied it. Big hit there in the corner. That looks like that might have really hurt the Kings Park player. That was Connor Coco. Took the hit, although looks like he's going to potentially get up under his own power. He will. Thankfully, he's not too hurt. Well, his head got rattled a little bit. It was Lucas Sherman for Smithtown who took the boarding call. Of course, in that sweet spot. Not close enough to the boards, although not too far from the boards either. Thankfully, Coco is okay. And this will be the first power play opportunity for Kings Park, as Smithtown capitalize on their only power play chance. It was Rapugay who was able to capitalize for Smithtown to tie the game 2-2, and the game is now tied at 3. Only a 2-minute power play for Kings Park. And with their finishing abilities, you can practically feel it in the air, the crisp air here in the rinks, that things may heat up and the lead might be possessed by Kings Park. I might not be wrong about the lead part, as there is a shorthanded chance for Smithtown, as that shot was stopped by Jackson Murray. Good play there by Smithtown. That was Alex Theodorelis, that is. Chance down that wing, right-hand shot, left wing. As personally, I think that is a more favorable position as a right-wing shooter to take. But of course, that is a very subjective take of mine, as another puck thrusted on goal was sheltered by Jackson Murray. And Matthew Garner is going to take it again against Matthew Costali. These two have seen each other quite a few in the face-off circle this evening. Pascale, power play chance. He's got a 2-on-1. He ships it across to Abrams. Abrams, who's had a bunch of chances of his own, almost capitalized, although couldn't keep it on his stick. Ebley, chance from the point, and that is stopped and seen all the way by Michael Crawford. So again, Crawford has been very sharp this game and may want to continue being sharp, especially as he is killing the power play. As, of course, one of the big sayings, one of the big principles of a penalty kill is your goalie is your best penalty killer, your biggest penalty killer, and of course the most important position of the game. Connor Coco back out after taking that boarding, that dangerous hit. Seems to be moving all right, as he was a bit slow to get up. Thankfully, he was able to get up under his own power nonetheless. Connor Coco through center, transcends the line into the attack zone, looked for that sharp angle shot, fought off by Crawford. Those shots not always the easiest to save, despite there being very little room, as that puck may have pinballed off a couple of blades on the way to the goal. It wound up in the corner, and it's going to send Smithtown back after it shorthanded with 20 seconds to go on the power play for Kings Park. Not able to capitalize, although a couple of shorthanded chances, including that one just before by Smithtown. As Connor Coco has a chance, a shot. Oh, it looks, did that go in? I think that did, That was Connor Coco with it, with 4 seconds remaining in the power play. As you see, Connor Coco, right-handed shot down the left wing. I said it before, subjectively it seems like a preferable place to be as a right-handed shot, although not most ideal in this sport. Connor Coco with a great finish, another shot that the goalie got a piece of and snuck through. It's about that quick release, and it is a 4-3 lead for Kings Park. They take the lead again, as they have repeatedly in this game. Connor Coco took the big hit that developed the power play for Kings Park in the first place, as King Park has another chance for the insurance tally. That shot has just sailed over the net. Crawford saw it all the way, didn't have to make any contact with it. Chance all the way around the boards. Good pinch there by Ebley, although not enough to keep the puck in. It's going to be Michael Rapugay, who is one of the goal scorers this game on Smithtown's first power play. They have a chance to tie it. The puck is loose in front. It is available, although no longer available. This is behind the net, cleared out, although kept in. They go back and forth between the corner and the point, and Smithtown at the end of the day is able to keep it in. Although it is far from the end of this game, as there's only a 1-goal lead for Kings Park with about 8:40 remaining in the third. Will not say the game, because this game could be destined for overtime with these two teams just going back and forth. Here's a chance for Rapagay, centers it, alone, backhand. As that shot was deflected over, Jackson Murray was down on his chest. It looks like he wouldn't have much of a chance to make that save had it not been for his defense. Very fortunate for him to have very good position defensemen as they have been throughout this game. At center ice, Rapagay is able to capture. He has time and space, looks like a half shot, half pass. As Joseph Bono was in front of the net there too. It's back the other way that goes Kings Park, a shot, big save by Crawford. Those shots are not easy to save, despite what it looks like. Might have a lot of the net covered, but of course those shots come in a lot faster than they seem. As Scott is able to plug up the hole at the point there, giving Kings Park yet another chance to set up and potentially take the insurance tally. From behind the net, backhanded, it is that is Bono with it. Pass centered in front, Bono, oh, he ran over Jackson Murray, he didn't have the puck. He was just trying to give himself the best chance in front of the goal to screen, possibly to get a shot off along the far side. He had an open net, but didn't have clean possession of the puck, didn't really have possession of the puck for that matter, and tripped over the pad of Jackson Murray, who's had a stellar game himself. And the net was knocked off, of course. That faceoff won by Kings Park. Bogeman is able to win that faceoff. It's captured behind. Looking to deal the puck in front, can't quite get it to Matthew Warner. That backhand shot is stopped. Jackson Murray again. Big chance off the stick of Alex Theodorelis. Big chances coming from Smithtown. As I said, this could be destined for overtime as another backhand chance. Theodorelis, of course, had some defenders in front. Couldn't quite finish. A chance there for Warner. Doesn't quite make it through. It's possessed down in the corner. That cross crease was kicked out. Jackson Murray, good play. Post to post. A couple of sticks collide. It'll go in favor of Kings Park as they tried to advance. Briskly after it is Kolvikis. Shot, save. And he's going to repossess as he looks for a shipping lane towards the front. Looks like Matthew Castale has it in the corner. Back up to the point. Scott just tries to sling it towards the front. May have been looking for a rebound. It caroms to the far boards. Matthew Castale with it. Takes a bump from Bono as it is cleared out. Looks like it might be towards the net. The refs are going to say no icing. They're going to keep the play going with exactly 6 minutes to go in the third. A 4-3 lead for Kings Park. After trailing 1-0, they led 2-1, led 3-2, and again 4-3. So Smithtown has not seen a lead since the opening of the game, where they scored the only goal. Not too far of a drive for any player after this game, as here is a chance now for Smithtown to tie it, which could send them to overtime. Can't get clean possession. Oh, I thought that puck went in for a second from this angle. It looks like it, as Rapagay, who's been absolutely instrumental on the attack all game, has possession of it now. He's the last person that Kings Park is going to want to see with it. He's got a lot of speed and could have a really bright future here with the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. As Gavin Carney was out on the ice with him, had a pretty good shift too. Some fans calling for a trip there, as it looks like that may have been a trip. Matteo Castale tripped over a blade for Kings Park. Looks like it may have been the blade of Kevin Abrams, who is off the ice now. But nonetheless, we will continue at even strength with a little over 5 minutes to go. Only 5 minutes to work with, Smithtown has, in order to tie the game, of course, as the minutes start to tick down. Can expect to see Michael Kraffa making his way to the bench. Kraffa has had a pretty good game himself. As we get a stoppage in play here, looks like we can get a hold here. Called on Kings Park. And that is absolutely crucial. I mean, if that's not a sign that this game is destined for overtime, I don't know what is. Of course, with a little under 5 minutes, you question whether or not you pull Michael Kraffa for 2 extra skaters. Then, of course, after that, if the penalty is killed, you got 2:48 to go, so a timeout taken. As both teams will convene, both teams will look to see, of course, what each team's opposite game plan is. Of course, with Kings Park up by a goal, their game plan is to protect that lead and even sail a puck into the empty net or even score shorthanded. Not something very outlandish to consider in this game, as each team has had 1 power play. This will be the second power play for Smithtown. Both teams have had a good fair of shorthanded chances themselves, and of course, Smithtown's objective will be to tie the game, send it to overtime. And looks like Michael Kraffa is going to stay on the ice. Smithtown going to play it safe. Of course, better safe than sorry. You do have an extra skater nonetheless, and you did capitalize on your only power play. So why not try for it again with 1 extra skater to tie it and not leave an open net with, of course, both teams having good shorthanded chances too. You can't have a shorthanded chance in an empty net or that is going in. As Bono deals it down to Warner. Sherwood is able to keep it, slings a shot, no screen there. Pretty easy save for Jackson Murray. He was sailing toward his pad. He was able to capture the puck regardless. As Kings Park tried to capture, although right place, right time, Sherwood. Is off the face-off they go. Smithtown, here's a chance. Bono was looking for a centering pass, and Bono had another chance. Tried that one from an angle. A lot of chances there. Smithtown looking to tie it. Another chance. Swing and a miss there. As the pressure is still kept. This power play is looking very well for Smithtown right now. They have 1:20 to go in it. Sherwood is able to pinch, keep it in along the boards. Takes a hit. Good play to stay up. Ebley delivered that hit for Kings Park as the puck sails out. Of course, Michael Kraffa still between the pipes. As Smithtown looking to, again, tie this game, although they're going to have to start from their own end with under a minute to go. They have 50 seconds remaining on their power play chance. If they don't get it here, they may have to go with the adrenaline-rushing extra skater goalie pulled option. And they got 40 seconds to work with to get a safe tying goal and keep Michael Kraffa between the pipes. Kraffa lets the puck sail by. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Sherwood hustles back as we also approach 3 minutes left in the third period. Puck is sailed in by Connor Coco. Coco scoring the most recent goal for Kings Park to give them their 4-3 advantage. As the puck enters Bulls territory with 3 seconds to go. Good kill there by Kings Park. Although Smithtown applied a lot of pressure, Rapagay out there in the final minutes. Of course, Scanlon is able to capture. Of course, Rapagay, one of the guys you want out there in the final minute. He has looked excellent in this game. Bogovan for Smithtown, looking to add to the lead. We're approaching 2 minutes here in the third period. Gonna keep my eye here on Michael Kraffa as the Bulls look to attack. Puck dealt to the corner, looking for some lanes. He will opt for the lane behind. Rapagay can't pick it up, but Scanlon can at the point as he sets foot towards the corner. Although too many defenders there in front of him, Rapagay has to recollect at center. Now has to find another entry in. He's got a lot of time and space Can't get a clean shot off. It is reeled in and sheltered by Jackson Murray. Michael Krafa still in the goal with under 2 minutes to go. Of course, that 2-minute mark is typically when you see a goalie pulled from the net, and it looks like there's going to be another timeout taken. And again, each team has the same mission as they did in the first timeout, opposite missions. As now the power play has been killed by Kings Park, they could take a sigh of relief that they killed that power play. Now all they got to do left is defend their very narrow 1-goal lead they've worked very hard for. These teams have looked very even in play. This has not been this type of game of the score has told a different story than the game. The score and the game have told a very similar story. Very parallel stories. Very even, I would say, puck possession time. I would say, actually, it did favor Smithtown, but not by far. As again, almost doesn't count. It is the amount of pucks that go in that do count, as we have a minute 40 left in the period. Krafa still in the goal. Smithtown trying to take some comfortable pressure there before they opt to take Krafa out, as that puck is iced. And so now Kings Park is going to be pinned in their own end with 90 seconds to go in the third. So the more they ice it, the more pressure Smithtown is going to take, as that puck is cleared out. It's rolled, and Krafa is at the bench. So Kings Park has a chance to put it away with the empty net. There's a minute 15 to go. There are 6 skaters on for Smithtown. They got all the big guns out there. Bono, they have, as that puck was offside. Of course, they also have Dominic Maturano out there for them, their big defender. And of course, you're going to need to defend that net. Maturano let it get by him, and it's going to be Matthew Pascal, who is in hot pursuit. He's going to have to act quickly, Maturano does. He's able to nudge it up the ice, not far enough. It looks like Abrams might put it away. Pascal there too, takes a hit. Abrams trying to repossess with about 40 seconds to go. Still 4-3, and now Smithtown can't get it out of their own end, though they're still only down by 1, as that giveaway is captured by Pascal. Has a chance towards the net, and a big block there, a big save there by, of course, not a goalie figure. It looked like that was Justin Morrissey who has it now. He slings it back into the zone. 15 seconds to go. Smithtown trapped in their own end. They're going to have to act very quickly here and generate some late period action of their own. They might have something going. Couple of dekes. Bono has it. Harvey can't get on it, and that'll do it. Kings Park will hang on. Great defensive effort in the final seconds there. Kings Park is able to hang on after fighting for lead after lead after lead, and their lead will turn into a win for them. Again, the score told a very similar story as the game. Very balanced attack by both teams. Very balanced goaltending by both goaltenders. As of course, Smithtown, not too much to be ashamed of. Of course, it's the first game, and of course you want to get off to a great winning start, but they did play a very good puck possession game after all. But stay tuned for the next game here at the rinks, as we will be here for one more game. Stick around as we have more Suffolk County rival action here at the rinks in Hauppauge. I'm Jonathan D'Souza, and I will see you in a few minutes for our closer of the night.